Welcome back to the Message Crawler update. Today I want to talk about what I'm doing to make using Message Crawler version 7 easier. So let's go to my screen and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, we got Message Crawler 7 and here we have our documents and we have our jobs. So the way Message Crawler is to be used is you create job and the job will contain data source, it will create job tasks, have log entries, and there's all kinds of checkboxes and drop downs and things like that. And that's what I wanted to build first because this is the underlying sort of structure of how things meant to work. And for some users, this is a little bit more than they would want to see when they just loading a typical job. You know, when you have simple data import, you may not want to mess around here. And that's kind of one of the feedbacks I got is like, look, okay, this is cool and stuff, but you need to make things easier. So what did I do? Let's go to Documents tab and let's go to Import, and I added Import Export section. So when we go to Import, we can choose our data type. So let's pick favorite some Slack data or something like that. And what we're gonna do is just put the path. And I guess we can give this job a name, Slack import something. I don't know, you can describe however you want your jobs. So that's all you have to do, path and data type. Now here we do have our profiles, so you can change which profile you're using, but ideally once that profile is set up, the one you like, or maybe you like the ones that I have here, you can just use it over and over so you don't really have to change anything else. So we pick the data type, we pick the path, and we hit import. And what's going to happen now is we actually going to have 4 threads automatically running, and they're all going to be doing different things, initializing, deduplicating, things like that. And when it's done, it's going to say done, right? So now we can check our log here and we can check our job items, what was done, how many items were loaded, and all that fun stuff. Now, if we close it and we go to jobs and we refresh, that is the same job that was just created differently. We could have went in here and created a job, or we took like the easy path, right? And so everything that we did there is mirrored here. And if you do want to troubleshoot for some reason, you can go to this section, of course. And so now if we go to our documents section, we can look at our import job and we should have our Slack import something. And there you go. This is the data I've just loaded. So now we can do same thing and go to export, and it works exactly the same way. So we can say, I don't know, export, and now we can pick which search. So we can say, okay, here is the Slack job that we've been using. So we can export those documents. And then we have our conversation profile and document profile. So what we're going to select here is export conversations or documents. We are going to go with conversations. However, we also need a documents profile because there is kind of a fail-safe in Message Crawler if you happen to have documents that aren't going to be threaded as a conversation. If they are part of this saved search, then they will be exported out as well, but they have not going to be threaded. But this is the profile that we're going to follow. So let's put the path and hit the export button. And then again, it's gonna, so right now it's only gonna use one thread because we only have like one task, so it's pretty small, but you could see it's still switching between different threads. And if I go to my export folder here we go. I did export some RSMF files. So that is basically how it works. It simplifies creating this job, and it just makes using Message Crawler easier. That's all I wanted to share with you in this update. Try this out for yourself. Let me know how it works for you. Thanks for checking out this update. I will see you on another.